Am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes, so it is audible. Good afternoon, everyone. So now our speaker, Dr. Puskar Prakash Arya sir has joined, and also time is also started. So now we can start. So I request uh, Saket, can you read our speakers before starting up the session? Can you read the biography of our
Okay,
speaker?
sir. Okay, sir. A very good afternoon to all. I Saket Kumar, PhD scholar in Department of Electrical Engineering in IT Jamshedpur. Welcome to the session 3 of day 2 of our ROTW 2024 organized by NIT Jamshedpur. Before beginning the session, formally I would like to introduce our chairperson for the session. We have Dr. Pushkar Prakash Arya from NIT Patna. Dr. Pushkar Prakash Arya obtained his B degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from VTU in 2012. He did his MTech in Control and Industrial Automation in Department of Electrical Engineering at NIT Silchar in 2015. During 2015 to 2021, he did his PhD in Control System in the Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Roorkee. He has postdoctoral experience of 1.5 year in Department of Robots, Bose Center of Cyber Physical System, IISc Bangalore. Previously, he worked in Triple E Department, NIT Trichy, and now he is working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at NIT Patna. He is recipient of several national and international award during his PhD and has more than 15 international publications in reputed journal, conference, and book chapters. He is also a recipient of ACRB National Postdoc Fellowship for year 2024 to 2026. His research interests include reinforcement learning, formal methods, linear and non-linear control theory, cyber physical system, and robotics. Now I shall hand over the session to our respected chairperson. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Supriya, for this brief introduction. So, will we start this the session? So, let's see. Skip. Okay. So, can you see my screen? My screen is, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, the today's like topic is preparation of presentation by using LaTeX. So, this thing we have been already doing in uh, Microsoft presentation, PPT. So in LaTeX, similar to like this, we have a lot of flexibility. And as you have already seen previous lectures for LaTeX, so it's very easy to like uh, visually it's very good, and only thing you have to do is put all the context. So all the text you have to put uh, in the LaTeX software, whichever you are using, and then you get very nice output for your presentation, or it could be any file or any document you are writing. So how do we prepare presentation in LaTeX? So what I will do is I will directly do this in this. So hope this is visible. So I will go to this. I'm using online version of LaTeX, that is over here. It is open source and it's free, and all of you can create the account in this free of cost, and you can create any kind of document in this overview. So in this, what we do is we go to the new project. Let's start this blank project, and this name is presentation. So this I want to join this. Yeah, this will be much good. So when we write this LaTeX, this command, so we start with this document class. So here in this by default, it is the class document class is identity. So in this, for presentation, we have beamer class. we use beamer class for presentation. So when we choose this beamer, and let's recompile this. Now earlier it was A4 sheet, and now it's converted to your standard presentation. So you can see like we have this already, some of the text already given. So presentation in LaTeX is the same name which we have created with this file. And then we have this author, date, and begin document, end document. Now let's do one thing is in this LaTeX. Now first we have chosen this beamer class, and now let's add details about this presentation. So author is Pushkar Prakash Arya, and let's add the institute name. So the command is institute. Let's put it NIT Patna, and date is November 2024. So if we compile this, we get the institute name over it. Now suppose we have more than one authors, right? Then how do we add this more than one authors in this case? So instead of this single author, what we do is we use this command author and then comma. Let's take two authors, which is Pushkar and Arya. This was these are the two authors we have. Dr. Pushkar and we have Dr. Arya. Okay, this we use for multiple authors. And now let's suppose these institutes are different for these two authors. Then how do we do that? We okay, this first name should be coming like this. Then we have curly bracket. So Dr. Then so the first author belongs to Institute 1, and Dr. Ali, which belongs to Institute 2. And this will be like whenever you call, this will be coming. So yeah. The short is Pushkar and Arya, and the full name is Dr. Pushkar and Dr. Arya. And the institutes are from, yeah, first author is from Institute 1 and second author is from Institute 2. Now let's run this. Let's see what we get. Yeah. So now we have 1 and 2 over there. And so this 1 and 2, we need to like use this 1 and 2 to define the institute. So in the command is we define this institute, and this is NID button whenever you call in curly bracket. So in curly bracket, first is Institute 1, and Institute 1 belongs to NID Patna. Institute is Institute 2 is, let us suppose, NID Jamshedpur. And let's run this. What we get is, so author 1 is from NID Patna and author 2 is from NID Jamshedpur. Like this we can define. And date is November 2024 by default. So this date we can also choose as date as simply today. So now it's November 19, 2024. Okay. Now we have this begin document and end document. In this begin document and end document, we didn't create any slides over here right now. We have only this title slide, but there is no like additional slides we have. To have some additional slide in this in your in, in the beamer, the command is begin frame. So begin frame. So let's uh, in this begin frame, and we use the title slide, title page. Next title will can be more latest to the begin document and frame. Now if we run this, yeah, we have date is to the begin document. Begin frame. So title page we have added. City, state, okay. Yeah, actually there is so in this slide no uh, theme has been used in this case. So suppose if you want to usually you choose any theme uh, in your presentation, let's use theme. Let's take any theme on this. So or let's use some different some simple theme. Yeah. Actually, in the previous case, this theme was not chosen. Now we have chosen theme metric. So according to it, so this what could be the exact output in this here? If we use this matrix, it is already predefined. So when we use this, we get this kind of output. So the title slide is this. Now we add another page. Let's add another page in this. Yes, begin frame. So we add another frame, and let's take anything. Let's suppose introduction or introduction. So introduction is the title of the slide and or the title of the frame. And let's begin itemize. And item could be like let's suppose one item could be one, two, could be three. So in this presentation, we have this title slide, and then we have this introduction slide. So in introduction slide or introduction frame, we have this begin 1, 2, 3, like this. So we can add anything over here, right? So we can add like this is this session is for presentation LaTeX. And we compile this, we get this as your this is the text in this. Okay. Now so this is your introduction, and then you add another frame. So usually what I do, just to separate the frames, I draw this kind of line. So it helps in identifying the different frames. Otherwise, this will getting jumbled up if you have a lot of slides, and it's very hard to find many cases like where the frame starts and where the frame ends. So any slide or any frame you are going to start, it should always end with end frame. And this is the title of the frame. Now let's add another frame, begin frame, and the uh, let's take introduction, or let's take example one, something example one. The title of the frame is example one. And then what we do is we simply copy this whole thing, begin itemize and get itemize, and simply you paste it over. Okay. Then we again recompile. Okay, this is introduction. This is example one. In example, so these are the text we have, and again begin itemize, then add simply like name of cities, or list of NITs, NIT Jammu. Maybe NIT Jalandhar. So if we now these are the text. During the presentation, what happens is, suppose you want to have this transition. So if I simply do this, so this is your title slide, and with the help of this, we can go to the next slide or next frame. So this is your next frame, which is introduction. This is next frame, and this is example one. So this all the text is coming at us. Now, suppose if you want transition, like first of all, only this first statement should be visible, and then in the next frame, this second statement should be visible, and then third, and then so. So to do that, what we do is one of the way is we use pause command. So at the end of this, we use pause command. Pause. So same pause command. Then let's decompile this. So in this, yeah, this is the second frame or second slide. In the next slide, we have only this session as well, and now when we go to next frame, so this will be 2 and 3, and the next. Right. This is how you can add. Another way of adding this pause or this transition is you do this code. When you're starting this item, we can itemize. So we add something like this. This plus and minus. This is another way. So let's recompile. So I added this command over here. So this is plus and minus. Recompile this. Yeah, this is the previous line. When I click on this, I will go to the next line. Like this kind of transition we can do in this using this command. And okay, yeah, additional pause is there. That's why two pause is coming. This pause we don't need. Yeah, and we can use either this pause or this command. Okay, if we compare this, we will get the same thing. So let's, instead of this example, so the title we can include as include including pause in statements. With components. So yeah, so this frame is like, and this title is title of this frame is changed to including pause between statements. Now what we have to do is so like two things we have seen, including pause and this simple introduction. Two slides we have done. Now, whenever we make a PPT or presentation, we add table of contents. So how do we add that table of contents in this Beamer class? Is we simply go to create another frame, and so let's name this contents of the slides, and we can. One way is like we copy all of this. One way is simply you begin, itemize, and then we add all this like introduction and like including pause between. Like this we can do. So this will be the table of contents. Like so here what I did, I manually added this. But one of the easier ways simply we can use table of contents command. Table of contents. Now in table of contents, this frame is completely blank. Why it is happening? Because in table of contents, this contents will be showing for which we have defined the sections. So in this frame for introduction, we didn't define this section. So if you define section, let's check introduction, and then again define section. And let's copy this. Some statements. If we run this, so whatever sections we are introducing in this LaTeX, so those things will be appearing. Now this is table of contents, right? And I can directly click on this and I will go to the respective slides. Okay. So if I go to this things, and so suppose if I click on this, I will go to this, directly to this slide. Okay. So this is your introducing table of contents. Okay. So now let's do one thing. We add another frame, begin frame and end frame. And suppose we want to show this suppose we have some lot of mathematical equations. Suppose we have the following mathematical formula. So begin, itemize, invite. What I will do is I will copy some of the things and paste it here. Begin and invite. Then we have this. Okay. So if I run this, what I get is my goodness. Yeah. So these are some following mathematical formula. Either suppose this set of formula we have, set of equations, or maybe anything that we have. So this is in only single column. But here we can see is like lot of space are remaining in the right hand side of this. So what we can do is we put half of this in the left column and half of this context in the right side of this, or in the second column. So to do this, how we do, what we can do is we can use table or multiple columns. So begin uh, so it will be like uh, begin multi column, and number of column is 2. Then we do this end multi column. Begin multiple column and then multiple column. So this will be fully okay. And if we run this, let's see what we get. Yeah, there is some error. Yeah, because for using this multiple column, we need to add uh, in the preamble is is use package multi column. Now run this. Yeah, again, it's not coming. Go to the slide and multi columns. So you can use this pause. Yeah, it is going to be on this slide. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, what is happening over here is after going to this. So first of all, this half of this is being shown. In this frame, if you remove this pause, so everything should be uh, shown simultaneously. So instead of having two frames, so there will be only one. So now what we did is we use this multiple column, this command. So in this syntax, so number of columns is 2, and then again we started with this begin and all. So so in this case, so half of this are lying in this side, and half of this mathematical equations are in the second column. Now, let's add pause over here. So if we use the pause, what should happen? So first half of first column should be shown, and then the second column should be shown. If I add a pause, so initially this first column is shown, so only this part is shown, and then we go to the next. So now this first as well as second column is shown. Now in many cases you might have seen like so if I go to the previous slide, some portion should be visible. At least opacity should not be 0. So it should not be like completely blind. I want to show some part of this. So in all the transitions which is happening, what is happening is it is NIT Jamshedpur and it's completely black. Nothing is visible. Now what I do is when I go to the next frame, so it is like so NIT Patna is being shown, and now this is being shown. What I want is it should not be completely blank, so some portion should be visible. At least some percentage of this text should be visible. So to do that, there is command called command which we have to include in this document is set beamer. When the document starts, we're going to do set beamer covered, and then transparency, let's take 10%. Let's take 15%. By default, it is 50%, but we can define it to any value. Now, what will happen? Like whenever you go to the previous slide, let's take start from here. What I do is I go to the previous slide. So now, first statement is 100% visible, and rest two are only 50% visible. So 2, 3, and then next statement are becoming appearing slowly. So like this, it will be good. Similarly, over here, you can see in the first column. So all the text, all the mathematical equations are being shown, and in the second column is partially visible. So when I go to the next thing, so this whole thing will be visible. So this can be done by simply adding this command, like set beamer cover. So set beamer cover, and if you remove this, this will be like 100%. So by default it is 50%. So here what I did is I simply taken 15%. Let's take it 20, and then you can simply recompile. So wherever pause is happening, and the remaining statement will be visible partially. Okay. So and this frame title, what we put is, and this frame title is this. So within section, let's add this. Put this section in this table of contents. Put this in table of contents. We need to define the section. So let's take this as multiple columns slide. So when we run this, you will get yeah. So this should be updated in your table of contents. In table of contents, it's introduction, including pause between the statements, multiple columns and slides. So these three things we have seen. And like similar kind of thing, you can add pause over here. Then step by step, this will be visible in this case. So mathematical equation also you can add like pause after every statement. So that is that we can do. Next, let's see, like suppose we want to define theorems in your LaTeX. So how do we do that? Begin frame, theorems and proofs. So begin frame. So theorems and proofs. So how we do that? As For this statement is like syntax is very simple. We simply start with like begin theorem and end theorem, right? So the statement is simple: begin theorem, and so description about theorem. This is the PH. What would you want to put? You can. Yeah. So this is how this theorem will be active. And if you want to add some description, you can add over there. So this theorem one, or this theorem one can be any well-known theorem, whichever you can add. So here we can add some theorem like this. And in the same way, like if we need to add any, suppose any proofs. So again, the thing is the same: begin, proof, and end proof. So do what to do with description. No? Proof. Like this, it will be okay. So all the description will be coming in this way. So and the proofs will be coming in this. So let's add this table of contents, and this will do a section. Theorems and proofs. This should be added to table of contents. And this is like, this can go to the multiple pages also. Okay. Let's see later. Let's do another one. Okay, theorems and proof we have done. So next let us see begin frame and inserting equations. So inserting equations in this beamer class is very much the same as your normal article class. So in this, let's suppose, and also like citing this equation will be same. Referring this equation will be same as your article. So for equation, it's like the equation of quadratic equation. So begin equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And when you run this, so we can see like the equation of quadratic equation is this, and it is numbered as well. And then we can also label this label the equation of quadratic. So we can, and then we can refer this as simply like the solution of quadratic equation. And so EQ left, right? EQ right? Yeah, we have only one option. Is again begin equation, and x is equal to something like fraction, so frac minus g, then or plus minus we have backward slash pm, and for square root we have sqrt, then b square minus 4ac, and in the denominator we have 2 into 8. Let's run this, what we get is the solution of the quadratic equation 1 is this. And suppose if you directly use, instead of equation reference, if you use only reference, in that case, what will happen is, see, this bracket will not come. Okay, so to do that, and we use. And another thing is, another difference will come in, suppose in IEEE class 5, or in that format, what will happen? I can click on this equation and I will go to this equation number 1. Therefore, wherever equation 1 will be there I will go directly. I can, so this will create as a link. So I can click on this one in the PDF and I can jump to the relevant equation. But if you use only reference, then that thing won't happen. So that depends on how the class file are being defined. So in this case, this is there. But usually in article or in any like IEEE class format, that thing is not there. So usually we use EQ reference. Okay. And let's do one thing. Add this to table of contents section and inserting equations. And next, let us see how do we insert images. Begin frame. Images. So to insert this image, what we should have is that file should be there in your this folder. So just do one thing is upload some images. So I will choose it from my desktop, which I've already downloaded. So go to the desktop and that is presentation. So there are many things I have already taken some zip file, some images I have already downloaded. So I'm uploading this all this file, this folder. So now I can insert images. So to insert the images, the command is include graphics, and this is width is equal to text, and the file, let us suppose first we consider the sign. Then when we recompile this, so yeah, so this image is inserted in your slide. So if it is going, it is becoming too big, so we can scale this to 0.8 times of text, and then you can file it's bit smaller image. And suppose if you want this to be in the center, so command is center and recompile. So this should become in the center. And to suppose if you want to add like its caption and label, in that case is we use this figure, begin figure, then this we have like centering, include graphics, this sign.jpg, let's say 0.8. So this theme is not quite now. The caption is almost figure. Sign. Caption is sign. Yeah, figure is figure sign. Like this, we can insert images in the slides. Now, suppose if we have more than one figures, then how do we add in single slide? So to do that, what we do is we create a table, and in the table we can insert this images. So let's do start another thing, begin frame, and then so inserting multiple figures in single frames. So to do this, what we do is we uh, uh, so 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 begin tabular, so center and center. So I'm creating a table with one row, or it could be multiple row, but number of columns is 2. And whatever text or images will be centered, having it will be in the center. So first image is like I have divided the whole width into 2 parts, that is 0.5 and 0.5. This first is sine and second is cosine. And this is like first image, and then this end command. So this end will separate first column and the second column. And then I do I just did go to the next line, and then again I separate. I in the second row I wrote sine curve and cosine curve. Let's let's comment this, and then we recombine. So we should have 2 images, first for the sine and second for the cosine. So this is for sine and this is for the cosine. And for the caption, what we do is we go to the another row, and then we can put this sine and cosine. Like this. And also we can use like caption and all, whichever you are using in article or other class files. So in other classes, similar thing is applicable here also. But only thing, the problem in this mostly is like the size of your this slide or this frame is very small. So in that only we have to occupy all these images. So how this all about the practice and how beautifully you can do. So this thing we did, and let's see one more thing is okay. Let's put this in your table of contents, inserting images. And like saying one more thing we can do is similar pause kind of thing is also applicable here. You can also pause these images and show it as one by one. Okay. Now, many places, what happens is, suppose I'm dealing with this frame or this slide, and I want to jump to some, suppose mathematical equation. We have mathematical equation in this slide. Yeah. So in this slide, we want to jump. Then how we do that? That is jump to this slide and then again come back to this original slide over here. So let's do one thing. We create another frame. Begin frame. So some slides in presentation. So to jump slide, there is something yeah, we have to use this hyperlink package for this. So basically what we will do, we will create a hyperlink in this slide, so that when I click on this hyperlink, I will jump to the like whichever location we want to get. So I can go to that frame, that slide. And after coming here, I will put another hyperlink, which will take me from here to that actual frame. So in this frame. So 2 hyperlinks will be required. So hyperlink, this package will be required, or hyper reference. So the package name is hyper reference. Multiple columns. So use package hyper less. So this can be used to add links. Links may be like if you are adding any URL and jump in presentation. So hyper command we have to use. So hyper package will be required for this. So we go to this print and we'll create that. So step begin jumping slides. So hyper link, and now in which slide we want to jump, we need to refer that slide. So let's suppose we want to go jump to this slide. Okay. So in this slide it's not labeled, so I should put label in this slide. Okay. So in this case I have to section and then in this frame, then put label, and this goes a frame math request. Okay. I will go here, then I will use this which slide frame math equation, and whenever this hyperlink will be shown somewhere in the slide, what name should be there? So again, put simply go, just simply put go, and then we recompile. And we compile this. Yeah, here is simply go to coming. Just do some modification in this. So some button let's create. So it will be easier to see. Beamer button. Then put this photo inside that. Yeah, now it is more beautiful. Let's go to this one. Let's do one thing. Let's put this in center. Let's do touch fill and some V space I put. Maybe just two. So this photo should be coming. Happening should be over here. So when I click on this, I will go to this slide, corresponding slide, whichever we have referred in this, and we have referred this slide only. So which is the multiple column. So this is that coding statements. Multiple columns. Yeah, this label we have created. So it will refer to this one. And now again, I have to go back to the original slide. What I will do, I will create another hyperreference in this case over here. So I will copy simply this thing and let's create a begin frame 1.7%. So label this frame go to. So go this is simple as we go there and color. Okay, in this slide we given after multi-column, and instead of string go to and put this in the right hand side. So as fill. Yeah. So this is showing over there. So this time when I click on this, I will go to this. Suppose if I click it over, I will go here. This basically this kind of thing. Because second column is shown after this. So this second column as well as all the things in this slide will be shown like a transition. So basically we don't have this right hand side. So now we have this right hand side text also, this context also, and then I can click on this group and then I will go to the perspective side. Okay. And let's add this to table of contents section. Jump. So it's present test. So like this we can add. Yeah. Test location we have to do it manually. Like where you are going to place this hyperlink. That thing should be done in your like manually only. So I have seen like there is some space in this. So there is some space. So even this I can put it after some statement also. So I can directly suppose I can simply copy this and I can put over here. So this will be appearing over here just after this statement. So this hyperlink you can put it anywhere. So either near the image or maybe the table or maybe the statement or anywhere you can put this. But only thing you have to remember where you are going. So I have put only simply go to. You can put like some nomenclature, go to one or something, or maybe go to like math equations. So this whole thing should be appearing. So go to math equations. If I click on this, I will go. So I'll go to the next slide and and then I will again return back to this. So like this, you can create the hyperlink and you can jump between different slides. Another thing is what we can see is how do we refer the things, like how do we add the reference in the presentation. So for the reference, let's do one thing. So begin, frame, and citing articles. Everything. So in this case also, like so any articles we can begin. So citation is very much similar as you are using this in article class. Articles can be cited in DMAT. So I selected this text and then I used Control I. So it's automatically Control I. So italic font it will be generated. So what are the commands for the italic is text it. So I selected this and pressed Control I. DMAT class is similar to as in article class. This is how. Now the thing is we have to cite something, right? So let's put this item and for citing, I have downloaded this sample.bib from some paper from IEEE. I simply went to IEEE and we can download all the things. So for example, is if I go to IEEE Explore and if the let's go ahead to the electrical explore. And then let's suppose any top searches if I go, then let's go anything, image processing, and then you choose any article, and then you can just take any article. I go to any article, and then I can go to its references section. So references section. Then I can download all this, select all, then export BibTeX. So if I do that, this whole thing will be downloaded. Open file. We're going to say this. Yeah, like that we can do. Show you this. So what kind of but the thing is, like, you can download this and directly simply using the export and go to BibTeX because this is what we are using, and then we can choose like suggestion only and all. But also, like, you can select whichever references you need. So that thing you can do. So that is how I downloaded this file, and then this is how it looks. So it has like this article, and this is the name of like citation. With this name, we are going to call this article. I'll go to this main text, and we need to call this bib file. And the way to call is, first of all, what we should do. Let's create another frame. Begin frame. And the name of frame is references. And we have to include the bibliography. So the command is bibliography. And the name is sample bib.bib. Even .bib is not required because by default it's .bib. Now when you run this, so now this is included in this code. Okay, .bib is required. Begin frame and okay. Now this should be smaller. Yeah, so, yeah. So now we have these references. Now whatever the article you will be citing, that should be coming in this slide references. So what I will do, we'll just use this cite command, and then all the references we can see. Randomly, I will choose some references. This comma, second, comma. Let's suppose as third. Comma. Randomly, I'm choosing some references. Then run it again. Okay, I think plus cite. Okay, cite command. This we should use. I think. So I think we should use the package. Yeah, bibliography style 11. So bibliography style. So let me do now define this bibliography style. Now it's okay. Yeah, now it is done. So these are the references we have cited. Okay. Now the thing is, there are many citations or these references are going outside of this frame. So how do we? So one way is we compress or we use very small size for this references, or another way is we put this extend this frame to the next frame. So for that, the command is begin frame and then allow frame breaks. Yeah. So now what is happening? So all these references are going to the another slide, next slide. And since again this slide, this text is very bigger as required by, like this text is very bigger, so we can use something tiny size. So this will be, so this will take less number of slides for this references. So yeah, this has become very small now. And also like okay, like this we can add references and we can cite. And instead of APK style, there are many other. So we have like ACM style or IEEE style. So let's take IEEE transaction style. Then if you run it again, we have so 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. It should be cited. There is a network issue. Let me check. I'm able to compile it again. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. All these references will be cited. Let's add this to the table of contents. So references. This also section citing articles. Just download it and open it in some separate file. So this is how presentation we got after all this. So this is the title slide. Then yeah. So this is your table of content. So all these things we have seen. Then introduction and then including past booking statements we have seen. Like this. So multiple columns we have seen. And then we have seen like this code to that is hyperlink in your slide. Then we have seen how to add theorems and proofs, how to insert equations and refer equations. And this equation can be referred to any of your slides. It's not necessarily that it should be in the same slide. It can be referred from anywhere. So inserting images using tabular for this multiple images. So this hyperlink, then citing, all these things we have seen. Now, let's do one thing. So in this case, we have used simple theme is Madrid. Many cases you will see in your presentation. So more things we have, options we have in this your beamer. For example, this is matrix. So instead of matrix, we can use BER, G, and so if we run this, we'll get this kind of uh, like presentation we will get. So in the left hand side, all the definitions we have who like Dr. Pushkar on there, and when you go to the next slide, so this is the all the contents. You can directly click on this and then. So this is one of the style we have, theme we have. Then we have another theme as an arbor. An arbor. So this kind of thing we have. And see, this color is yellow. So this color also we can change. So we can add it here. So use okay. Yeah, for color theme, we have use color theme. So we have used color theme. Use color theme. And let's take something example, beaver. So this all color has changed. And suppose if you want to check all the list of this color theme, so I have already opened this, yeah, beaver color theme gallery. So this is beaver, beetle, crane, the default. Suppose if you want to use dolphin, so all these color theme options we have. Instead of beaver, we can use dolphin. So if you recompile, you get, so this color theme got changed completely. Okay. So just let it be the default only. So the default color theme is this one. So this is the default theme. So you can go to this link and then you can find all color themes. So basically all the color themes we have in this. So you can find it. And like more kind of like themes we have. So instead of N bar per N hour, we can use Berkeley. So Berkeley is so the navigation panel in the left hand side, and these two are the short from the authors which we are going to show over here. So if you remove this thing, if you're going to remove, so nothing will be shown of this over here. This thing will be removed. So and if you want to show the name of the author, so we put it in this big bracket. So this will be the start from the author, which will be shown in the each slide. So this is in introduction and theorems. I can go and navigate to this whole presentation. Then we have something anti. Yes, so it should be like navigation should be on the top. Like over here, these are the navigation. This is how it will be. Looks. It will look like this. This is how this will navigate. So it is navigation on top. And if you use like hand over. So okay, this thing I think we have already seen. And one more beautiful is Warsaw. So Warsaw, this navigation panel should go on the top. So like this, you can go to the different like slides directly from this navigation panel. Let's go to this. So these are like all the things, and this is the link. So Beamer theme full list. So here we have all sort of Beamer things which you can use. So basically, these universities or whatever the name you are saying. So this the theme is already defined. You can also create your own, but that will be time taking. So usually we simply use all sort of these things. And also like the font is by default is your this font. So this font we can change. So for that is use font theme. So let's take serif. This is an Arial. So now this all the text should be changed to serif text. Now you can see everything is changed. So all the text theme has changed. And suppose if I want to add logo of my institute, then how do we do that? Suppose I want to add logo in the bottom right hand side of this. So I will go to this begin document. Date is today. Before begin document, I will go to logo command. Logo include graphics, and its width should be defined to this model. So width is called to let us put 1 centimeter, and this logo NRTP logo is already there. So NRTP logo is already there in your folder. Now if you run this, so yeah, so logo is there in your all its slides. So in all slides you have the logo. Now one more thing which let's discuss is, so in some of this theme, this slide number is not there. So in that case, how you're going to add the slide number? So to do that, what we do is go here, set Beamer template. Then we go foot line where we want to place foot line, and what we want to do is frame number. So here in this case, you can see like this frame number is not there. So now we have this total 13 things or 13 slides, and out of this all these 13 slides, you can see like this is given. But in many of your themes, this problem is not there. Like full slide is already there, so you don't have to worry about it. And one last thing which I want to discuss is, suppose you want to give your slide presentation to someone, or if you want to put this in PDF file, so multiple slides you want to put in single page. So to do that, we go to this Beamer class. We define this as document class. Let's suppose point, and we want to hand out to someone, and hand out Beamer class, and use EGF page which is use This patterns, those PDF pages, and then use PGF pages, use layout. So what we do is suppose take 2-in-1. Okay, so by default, so this will be showing how many slides will be in this one page. So we are saying 2 slides should be in one page, and by default it is A4 size. If we run this, let's see what we get. Yes. So this will convert this to so this is one A4 size, and in A4 size you have 2 pages, like 1 page and 2 pages. Similarly, you can take like 4 also, 4 slides in 1 page also. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this, we have this kind of output we get. And instead of A4, we can choose like A3 or whichever page size. But by default, it is A4. So we can change that also. We comment this. Yeah.
Yes, so I
Yes,
think it is
that's
completed now. Okay, so if anyone is having doubts, so please go ahead and ask your doubts. Anyone who is having doubts?
Yes.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
how would we provide animation or kind of
Yeah,
movement in
for
the PPT
animation,
presentation?
there is another tool which is very helpful, but that will take another 1.5 hours. So that's why I haven't included. So its name
Okay.
is IT software. So I will show you in this tab.
Okay.
So you can. This tool we have IT drawing editor. So in this, what we can do is it will create the pages. So you can download it for your like Windows binary package. So IT.zip you download and extract, and in that, what will happen is in every PDF slide, suppose something is there, some image. Let's check something is there. So yeah, this image is there. So in every slide, we can add this transition, like any arrow or maybe this will be arrow.
Right.
So you can use this software. It's IP, and you can also draw any block diagram or very beautiful images you can create
Oh,
for this. So, but that will create another 1 or 2 hours. So that's why I haven't included it.
thank you, sir. The session was so informative. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, anyone others? So I think no one is having doubt. So we can close the session and then we can start tomorrow. Okay, so thank you, Dr. Puskar Prakash Arya, sir. So we can now close the session. Thank you.